been a long time. For others, not too long. For more, it's been way too soon. But you've been on this train going across the country as fast as you can. You've made stops along the way to pick up more the beaten down and the dreary. Every time it's a new story of destruction, desolation, horror. Other times, stopping only brings you pain. Some entire cities that you pass through are overrun. These things trying their best to keep up with the train, and some get close. Other times it's like all hope is dashed from you as you stop and you see where there are survivors only for them to get overrun as they're boarding. And sometimes that ends with you losing more people than you've gained. But finally, you can see it in the windows, on the horizon. Chicago. The train's second last stop. And after that stop, it'll be the designated evacuation station. You'll be safe from this nightmare. As you go through the city, it's chaos. So many are already taken. So many already dead. At some point, the train buckles as it forces its way through a pile-up that's occurred. But at least you keep moving forward. As you finally pull into Union Station, the place is jam-packed full of people. Some of them immediately start kind of beating on the train doors to get in. And you hear the intercoms and the speakers systems go off as your conductor speaks to you all and those outside. Hello, everyone. I know it's been a while, and many of you on the outside there and on the inside are wanting to get safe. This is our last stop before we reach our final destination. We need to just submit ourselves for to the military. They'll be here soon, apparently, to guide us in. Everyone, please remain calm. We'll be out of this soon. And you're just forced to wait. For some of you, the mere notion of this is terrifying. That you know how fast this thing could spread. Everyone's packed in here like sardines. Some people are already getting agitated, trying to make space for themselves, stopping people from getting too close to them. All that does is cause other people to be squeezed in. the staff of the train try their damnedest to try and have some sort of semblance of order or fairness or anything, but there's too many people. And everyone's too scared. All you can do is just pack yourselves in as best you can. For those already on the train, it's a little better, but you've been picking up people again and again at every stop thus far, and some of you are starting to think, you can't take all these people. Are you making round trips? Is this going to get violent? That's when people start to push through the crowd. Yeah. Make way, make a hole, come on, move it! Move it! Back the fuck up! As you hear what looks to be the military. There's more than a couple squads of them, pushing their way through the crowd. You hear the sounds of small arms fire outside of the station, echoing somewhat through the halls. It seems they've taken up defensive positions. People are already singing praises or yelling for answers. Some get in their way before the lead person raises their gun and fires off a shot on the ceiling. Many people back off and he goes, "Get the fuck back! I am not here to hold your fucking hands through this, do you understand me? I'm here to sort you the fuck out and get you someplace safe. So let me do my fucking job, do you understand me? Or I will put a fucking bullet in you. Thank you. Fuck me." Pushes off someone else and keeps moving. He moves into the train. Starts talking to the staff. As they set up a perimeter. Not many of you hear what's going on. What decisions are being made in the back rooms. But they're here. The military's here. They're protecting you. Until you don't know how long we've been down here. I mean, obviously, if you have a watch or a clock, then you can, but bones are starting to die. Anything that's hooked up to getting digital time, that's like usually updated or anything like that, it starts going on the fritz. As you just need to wait and start getting hungry and thirsty, and those that have food and brought them with them some are either handing them out for a price, others are being stolen from somewhat. It's not enough to go around, obviously, but something, at least. But it's... no part of this is nice. Some people decide to try and maybe leave. The military puts a stop to those ideas. No one leaves unless they get checked. No one passes the check if they're trying to go back into Chicago. No one breaks the perimeter. Some of you start to hear things, though, eventually. There's movements. Another military squad gets in here. Choice words are exchanged between the two groups, and they start setting things up inside the tunnel. That's when people start moving. The military starts moving throughout the crowd. But mostly throughout the train. As a few people here and there are picked up, taken off the train, taken into the tunnel. One or two times. Like one or two people at a time, at first. But then, all of first class gets taken off at the same time, along with a few others. And they're taken into the tunnel as a group. And people start questioning things. One of the soldiers is just like, "We're starting evacuation procedures. Just everyone stay calm. We're getting out of here. Just keep calm for now." But they don't start taking any more people. First class goes and a few other people go. So a lot of people start trying to make calls. A few others go again. And then there's an argument. Can't make out a lot of it. A lot of it's muffled behind gas masks. Eventually you hear, "Fine. Want to stay, then stay." People hearing that start thinking the worst again. Start asking for answers. Start trying things. As the perimeter is finally abandoned. A lot of squads move into Union Station. Through Union Station. And into the tunnels. When people start raising a fuss about it, Some people start to try and just run after them to go down a tunnel. They're met with a firing line of guns. Some people that are still alive from the first barrage plead out and ask why. The commander just... Sorry. You were late. Blow it, Sophie. As the tunnel collapses with a thunderous explosion. The building shakes and rocks. Dust filling the entirety of the station. Once people can actually get their wits about them again, they realize the absolute horror of what's about to happen. As all that noise brings almost every vector in the surrounding area, the surrounding city, towards it. People double their efforts to try and get anywhere safe. People claw at the rubble of where the tunnel, where this freedom or safety was supposed to be. People try and rush the train to break through windows, to pull open doors with their bare goddamn hands to get inside of anywhere. Anywhere where they could be safe from what's about to happen here. And then they come. Vector after vector after vector swarms through building. Some people put up a fight. Some people even kill a few. Buy enough time for others to try and make their way somewhere, to hide, or enough time for the staff to, with hearts, to actually open the doors for people to try and pack themselves in somewhere. Many of those people are eaten alive, screaming, before they are added to those that come for the rest of you. As all of the light in this small little area gets more and more blocked out with blood and shadows, as the horde closes in more and more on the train, and less and less and less people can call themselves survivors of what happened here today, of what's been happening for weeks, maybe even months. And that's when the camera fades to black. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your conductor speaking. We have been in this shit for 2 years now. We have survived this long, and we will survive a lot longer. It's come to my attention, everyone else, that shit is getting worse out there every fucking day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not staying here to die. Plans are being put in motion. It's gonna require a lot of work. But I promise you, stick together. Stick with your people. Stick to the plan. And this train will deliver us from this hell. Thank you for your time. And that's where we end.
Nice.
Yeah!
2 years so far on the plane, or the train.
Are we all on that train?
Yeah, you all survived.
Yes.
No, I know. I'm just we're assumed to be on the train.
Within 2 years, I assume we made our way there. If we weren't there
Well,
already.
in 2 years, well, remember, all your prologues end with you getting onto a train, to a train, or into Chicago Union Station.
Is that how mine ended?